Hi everyone, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. Today we're going to talk about, I think it's 14 disliked YouTubers, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to name the YouTuber and then give my opinion about that individual. It may be the same or similar to the majority. It may be different. Who knows? But we're going to go ahead and start. And these aren't necessarily huge YouTubers. Some of them are for sure. Like this one, Trisha Paytas. So I know she's got a hate mob, but she's also got her, her little fishies. And I just think she's just tragic. I don't like the lion because it's so pathological. It's almost like she can't control it, but she does control it because she knows she's doing it for views, and I just find her to be very fake and plastic. And I liked her for a long time, and she would mess up and I would still be like, I can't quit her, and I just can't take it anymore with her. I just can't. And that's basically where my opinion is with her. I don't dislike her. I don't like her. I'm just kind of in the middle with her. It's just like she exists in this world and I exist in this world, and that's the way it is. Next, we've got Brooke Houts. I don't believe she's posted anything in like 11 months, but I remember the dog incident. If you don't know about this, just go ahead and look her up. I don't like people who are mean to animals, and what I saw was meanness to that dog. So yeah, no, I'm with everyone else that doesn't like her, David Dobrik. When I was like researching to find disliked YouTubers, I was at first a little surprised because I thought David Dobrik was well liked. I guess I was wrong, or maybe I was thinking of someone else. But honestly, I don't really know a lot about him. I can't really give an honest opinion on him because I don't know too much about him. I mean, he sounds shady as hell, but honestly, I just don't know much about him. Oh, this one. Those who have watched me for some time already know how I feel about this one. Creepshow Art. Creepshow Art. Shart. Creepy fart. Just Shannon. Just what a villain. She is a villain. Like, and I remember in a literature class once we were learning about, villains and stories, and they were saying, like, we're so used to villains and stories and movies that when we don't like somebody or somebody does something wrong, we see them as a villain. And there are no real human villains, not in the real world. But I have to disagree with that. I think they are villains. She's a micro villain, but she's a villain. I mean, Putin is a villain, but she is for sure a villain, She's like a minuscule one, but, where calling her evil would be giving her too much credit, just a nasty person. Keemstar. Again, I know he's huge. I don't really know a whole lot about him. But, I know he doesn't like women my age, so whatever. Screw him. Okay, here, we'll do these two together. Jake Paul. Don't like him. Think he's a douche. End of story. Well, no, not end of story. He's a creep. I see him in 20 years being a creepy guy in Walmart, like, trying to game on young girls, I just see him doing that. He's a creep. Logan Paul, he looks, not Logan Paul, back to Jake Paul. He looks like he would smell like an unwashed homeless guy's crotch. Not that I've ever smelt that before, but I can imagine it's not good. Logan Paul, I'm sorry. I like things about Logan. And you know, Aunt Leona, she likes the shoulders. You know, Aunt Leona, oh my God, the shoulders. The shoulders on that one. You know, Aunt Leona likes Logan Paul. And there are things about Logan Paul I like. I don't detest him like I do his brother. And I know I probably should, but I don't. Okay. Ethan Klein. I like Ethan. I didn't even realize he was disliked. I like him. And I think it's a shame that he's getting, you know, people are being mean to him because he doesn't think you should go around smacking people. Yeah, Ethan Klein. Don't have a problem with him. Onision, he's repugnant. Tana Monjo. I will not call her Tana Mojo. Her last name's pronounced Monjo. I went to high school with a girl that had the same last name. And Tana is just, she's like a lost little girl, you know. She's very unintelligent, yet intelligent at the same time. Like, she's raking it in, but she's so dumb. You know, she's so not bright. But still, she's raking in. She's taking W's. And if you haven't seen Eric do Russell on his journey to see TanaCon, you should check those videos out. I'll try to remember. Did I just smear that more? I'll try to remember to share it down below. It's hilarious. It's a 3-parter. This character Eric does named Russell is bringing his cousin Steuben to TanaCon, and it's just, they just get in all kinds of hijinks on their way there. It's funny. Okay, we're done with Tana. Oh, but Tana, I don't like her. I don't have a burning hatred for her, but I don't like her. Next, Nikita Dragon. She's definitely problematic. Kind of a villain light, like Creepshow Art, but not as bad as Creepshow Art. But she's I don't think she's a good person. So we got Amberlynn Reed. I felt like I needed to include her because I was including smaller YouTubers. And I mean, she's pretty big, 200,000 subscribers. Although I do think some of those are bought, but that's just my opinion, my theories, no big deal. But I don't dislike Amberlynn. I've said this in other videos that I've done about Amberlynn. I'm giving up on her, though. I'm getting to the point to where I'm going to give up on her. But, a lot of the people, and I've said this before also, that seem to dislike her now are because they've followed her and they've been let down by her time and time again. And then Amber is a bitch to those people. But you put yourself out there. You say your channel's a weight loss journey, and then you change it. Say it's not a weight loss channel, and then you're just back and forth and flip-flopping all the time. So I can see why people don't like her or don't like her anymore, and why people used to support her and are just kind of like, you know, she's a hot mess. But, you know, I like her. She makes me giggle sometimes. She gives me a chuckle. I think that all the things she does that makes her come off as this nasty, narcissistic bitch is all part of what's going on in here with her. And I don't want to mental health shame, but I don't think she's accepted, because you've got to accept that you do these horrible things before you can start healing yourself. So I don't know. And she's a hoarder, which I don't hate her for being a hoarder, but that's a pattern I've noticed. Like when I watched my 600-pound life, all those people, ew, it's like a pube. It's not. I'm just kidding. It's not. It was a brush hair, I think, a bristle from a brush. I hope. But anyway, all the people on my 600-pound life, they all they hoard. If you look at the background of their homes and stuff, it's just hoarder. Now, I hoard things I use, but I don't know if that's hoarding necessarily. I mean, I'm going to throw stuff away. In fact, that's what I'm going to work on this area tonight. This is a lot of makeup. I got a basket full of lipstick, a basket full of my special effects makeup, another basket full of my special effects makeup, 3 little drawers full of special effects makeup, a big toolbox on wheels full of special effects accoutrements. And I know I got to go through it all, and I'm gonna do that tonight. That's a promise I'm making to you and to myself. I'm gonna go through it tonight. The Ace family, I don't really have a problem with her, but him, he's got that smirk he makes all the time. I know that I've said that you shouldn't randomly smack people and like berated Will Smith for that, but I want to smack the shit out of him. He's just always got this smirk, and he just thinks he's hot shit, and I can't stand him. He's such a snake. He's such a slithery, sniveling, slimy little snake. Okay. Oh, and we got the last one. This is going to be a fun one. I'm trying to be nice. Without a crystal ball, Katie Joy. What a nasty person. What makes someone that nasty? And you can look her up and watch other people's videos about her if you're not familiar with her. She is a nasty person. I mean, just nasty. Just a bad human. Just like, and again, I won't call her evil because it's given her too much credit. When you say someone's evil, you're implying some level of intelligence in them. And she's certainly not stupid, but she's just such a bitch. She's such a bad, bad person. I mean, I can't even with her. I just, and when I started watching her, and that'll bring up an honorable mention. It was when this stuff went down with Micah Stauffer. I was like, oh, what is this? So I watched all the videos I could, and I came across Katie Joy, and I was like, oh yeah. But I didn't like the intro to her videos, and I'm like, wait, don't call yourself funny and intelligent. That's rude. But yeah, she is, I think she's psychotic. I think she's a narcissist, and she's just an all-around bad person. She's terrible. She's a nightmare. And then that brings me to the honorable mention, Micah Stauffer. I understand why people don't like her, why people are angry, why people hate her. But the way I look at it is, isn't it better that they find another home for him than they keep him and just mistreat him? And I know, hindsight's 20/20, but they could have just not adopted him. But they did, so he was in their house. So things became what they became. But so I don't like her because of that, because I do feel like she did adopt him because it was good for the channel. And when it wasn't good for the channel anymore, she gave him up. But at least he's now, assumably, in a loving home with people that want a child that isn't their own blood, So I don't know. I don't dislike Micah Stauffer. I don't like her. She's nothing to me. And that's without a crystal ball, is I have these opinions of her, but at the end of the day, she's nothing to me. I don't care about her. I don't watch her channel. I don't support her. I do support some of the people that comment on her, so I do have to listen to stuff about her every once in a while, and it just grinds my gears. But I just think she's a repulsive human being, and I just try not to watch her. Well, I definitely don't watch her channel, but that's it. That's all I have to say. I know I didn't have much to say on each individual one, but I was just giving my opinion, my take, my the way I think about those individuals. And yeah, it was a mixed bag. So let's review. Trish Paytas, I don't care. David Dobrik, don't really have an opinion because I don't know much about him. Brooke House, don't like her. Creep Show Art, you all know how I feel about that night. And the Creep Show Art thing, when she was saying, I do want to touch on this, and it's probably going to piss some people off if they see this. But so with Creep Show Art, when she was, I don't remember what they were talking. I think it was when Tati was suing Without a Crystal Ball, Creep Show Art, you know, wiggled herself into that situation. And I think that was what the situation was. And Without a Crystal Ball had something to say to her, and then Creep Show Art had something to say back, and it became a thing. And then she, Katie Joy, Without a Crystal Ball, had revealed some information about Shannon on a live stream. I don't know, some joker who I'm not familiar with. And everybody was screaming, she doxed her, she doxed Creep Show Art. And it was all information that was already available online, so I don't believe she doxed her. That's just my opinion, my take, my viewpoint. I think that they were just saying that because they want to go after Katie Joy, and they want because a lot of people are like, they're going after her, and everything she says and does is stupid. But like, I'll see posts on Twitter where people will say like, I don't know, like, let's see this primer right here. I have this primer. If they saw this primer on her desk or something, they would say, I can't believe she uses that primer. That's so bad for her skin. She's stupid for using it. They would literally go after the primer, and then people who have the primer would be like, oh, okay, sorry. Or I can't believe she's using this brush to put that on her face. She's not supposed to use that kind of brush. She's supposed to use this kind of brush. Or just whatever. It can be any little thing. Like, look at that bitch breathing, you know? And I'm totally not about picking on somebody for every little thing. You know, I'm like, with her, she's done enough bad shit. You don't need to dig. You don't need to dig for stuff that isn't there. You know, they were talking about how terrible she is at layering her necklaces. And I'm like, I layer my necklaces sometimes. Or they were talking about the shirt she was wearing with see-through sleeves. And they were talking about, who wears shirts like that anymore? And I'm like, I do. Sorry. You know, and it's all because they want to go after her, but they don't think for a minute who else does that thing, who they might be offending or affecting. It's just, so the Katie Joy hate mob is in a lot of ways as bad as her. But I get it though. I get it. You when someone is as dirty as her, you just want to tear them down as much as you can. Anyway, I'm not going to do the review. Y'all know how I feel. But Katie, I just called Tina Katie. My best friend's name was Katie. Tina, come here. Tina, what's wrong? What's wrong, Tina? Okay, well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to everyone later. Bye.